do this, get this, don't forget to schedule this, pay your credit card bill. Hey, what about your rent's due? You should be getting your steps in, do your breath work, wash your hair. You need a hair mask. You do your under eye patches. That's a lot. It's a lot. Life is a lot. And you're just like, whoa, what is going on? Take the time to declutter your brain, declutter your environment, and set yourself up to feel relaxed. Hello, and welcome to Body Language by Embody You. I'm Annette Lane, and I'm so glad you're here. This show is where we take a step back from the shoulds and the should nots of social media and really learn what your body is saying and how to speak its language. We're going to dive into topics like gut health, birth control, cycle health, and give you real world, honest examples of what these actually might mean to you. My goal is to create a space that you can come back to whenever you need a reset or just don't know how to go forward. New episodes will be released weekly, and I cannot wait to take you along with this journey. Let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of Body Language by Embody You. And today, my friends, we are talking about our good old friend, overwhelm. A feeling that I feel all too often, and I'm going to help you guys do what I do and take you through my exact process that I get myself out of this overwhelm, can't control anything, just want to lay in bed and do nothing cycle that I fall into. This is how I get myself out of it and how I want all of you guys to get yourself out of it every time with me. So first thing, I'll realize, okay, Annette, we're overwhelmed, right? It feels like the world's crashing in. I also am I'm a catastrophizer. So as soon as I feel that anxious, not in control, something's going to happen, I think the worst is going to happen. Everyone's going to quit my program. Embody You is going to go underground. I'm going to be homeless, and I'm not going to see the light of day ever again. I'm a very big catastrophizer. So first thing is I need to be aware of that. The second I start having those thoughts, I'm like, ding, ding, red flag. I'm clearly in over my head right now. The biggest thing that you'll need to learn is there is no fill in the blank without you. There is no Embody You without Annette, right? I'm so worried about how it's going to go, what's going to happen, but it's not going to happen if I don't take care of me first. Same thing that goes for you. There is no your career without you. There is no your family without you, right? You cannot be a good mom unless you are a good you first. You cannot be a good girlfriend until you are the best you first. And you need to start recognizing that, like, okay, maybe my self-care is not selfish. And the reason that I do it is because when I don't do it, I feel insane. And so rewriting that self-care is not selfish. It actually allows you to be the best version of yourself for those you love. It actually allows you to love people better, to be more present, to show up for people better, to not do things out of obligation, but do them because you want to. And I always notice a difference when I'm doing what I know I should be doing, and I'm doing those things, I'm checking those boxes. I feel so different. I feel so much better. I feel like I actually want to do things, not like I should do that. I don't should myself, right? My mom always says, like, you shouldn't should yourself. And I'm always like, I should do that. I should do that. It's like, no, either I have to do it or I want to do it, right? And you start to stop shoulding yourself into things. And you're like, okay, I actually feel like my best self again. And I'm not just running on empty. And so first thing is just to recognize it. Like I said, red flags waving. I'm catastrophizing, Annette. We need to take a step back. Second thing is I will literally look around me and I'll be like, well, you got dishes in the sink, you got laundry to put away. No wonder you're feeling overwhelmed, because if my environment is chaos, my mind is chaos. And so I'll stop what I'm doing, right? Or I'll take the extra time in the morning or when I get home or when I'm done with work, and I will clean. And it sounds annoying, and it is annoying. And I'm doing it and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to put away the dishes. Sometimes I'll set a timer so that I can literally look myself in the eyes and be like, Annette, that took you 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Like, are you okay? You could have scrolled for that long. You could have taken an extra lap around. You could have hit an extra stoplight on your way home. You have that time to put away the dishes. Okay. So I'll do that. I'll clean. Then I'll take a shower. I'll clean myself, right? I'll be like, okay, wash it all away. Doing everything, shower. I'll shave. I'll do my hair. I'll do a hair mask maybe. And I'll put on some comfy pajamas and my space is clean, and I'll light a candle. And then I will grab a blank piece of paper, or I'll, pull up a note sheet on my laptop, and I will brain dump everything that's on my mind. I need to go to the post office. I need to do this. I need to respond to this person. I have this, and this, whatever it is to you. You have your kids' activity. You need to call that person back. You need to schedule a dentist appointment. All of the things that are sitting in your brain, write them down until you literally can't think of anything. And you're like, wow, I'm no longer carrying that on my shoulders. it is being carried by this lovely blank piece of paper or this lovely notes app on my phone or my computer, right? So it's out of your mind and it's written in paper and you can see it, right? Even if you're not a list maker, even if you're not like a pen to paper person, just make a list, just write it down. Even if it's not, a to-do list, just a brain dump to get it off of your hands. And then from there, we start to schedule things. There's so many different ways that you can figure out how it works with your brain. A couple of them that have worked with me and worked with our girls in the past are, number one, giving yourself tasks to do by the day. At the beginning of the week on Sunday, right, I'll do all this. I'll be laying in my bed, all cozy, light a candle, and I'll put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I will put a couple of those tasks on each day, right? Monday, I need to call the dentist. Tuesday, I need to go to the post office. Wednesday, I need to do this, this, and this. And you start to divvy out those tasks, those like little weird tasks that you need to do that are just hanging in the back of your mind, like vacuum your car, deep clean your room, or whatever it is. Then I'll enter in the other things, right? The have tos, right? I have to go to work, or I have to take this call, or I have to go get this leg day in, right? And I'll put all of those things into. So I know, okay, these are the things I have to do. Then if I'm really feeling up to it, I'm like, what is a want to? What is something I've been really wanting to do? Or what is something that I think is going to make me happy or make me feel good, right? I'm going to go get a coffee this morning, or I'm even going to just like allow myself a coffee one morning whenever I feel like it, right? Or I'm going to go take myself to that thrift store that I've really been wanting to check out. Or, I'm going to go over, like actually take myself on a nice hike instead of just walking around my neighborhood at night, or whatever it is. And you start to fill those things in. Or if you're like, I'm at capacity, you're just going to, meditate or do all the basic things that help you feel good. Now you have it off your mind and on a list where you can literally see it. And guess what happens if you don't do it on Monday? You just look at it on Tuesday and you're like, okay, I'm actually calling the dentist. And then you do it, right? And then you're able to literally cross things off, erase them, whatever. And you feel so much better because you're not overwhelmed and you actually have a list of what do I need to do. And the basic part of that list, if you're really routine oriented, you can call it a power list. And it's, I've talked about this before, but it's a couple things. You can even start with one up to like 3 things that you do every single day. And the goal is to not miss more than 2 days in a row. Make your bed, get your 10,000 steps, get X amount of sleep, whatever it is, you owe it to yourself to do it every day because it makes you feel good. And B, if you miss a day, you're like, whatever, I'll do it tomorrow. And you stop pushing it off and waiting till Monday. You're like, okay, I missed Friday. I'll do it tomorrow. And so you stop like making everything such a big deal and you're like, whatever, like, it's okay. I'm a human. Maybe I didn't get my steps. I'll get them tomorrow. You don't self-sabotage and you don't catastrophize that everything's going to end. I will tell you over and over, and we tell all of our girls this, when you don't know how to go forward, go back. Go back to what you're not doing that you should be doing to feel the way you want to feel. And I've said this in an episode before, and clearly I just repeat myself because there are things that just are anchored in the way that I live and the way that we see our girls transform that I want to share and I say over and over. But we had one of our girls on a call about a month ago say, I have to ask myself, am I not doing the things that I should be doing because I feel like crap, or do I feel like crap because I'm not doing the things that I know I should be doing? Good question. And I said, what was your answer? And she was like, well, I think I feel like crap because I'm not doing the things that I know I should be doing. And it is a cycle. And you don't do them because you feel like crap. And then you feel like crap because you're not doing them. And you go and go and go. And so when you are feeling that way and you can identify it, like stop in your tracks for a second. What am I not doing? Maybe I have been scrolling way too late at night, or I've been going on my phone right away in the morning. Maybe I've not made my bed. Maybe I'm letting my laundry get away from me, or I'm not meditating, or I haven't been getting a lot of movement in. Whatever it is, you're able to identify it. Okay, I know what it is. Now we start doing it again. And then it's like magic. You're like, wow, no wonder I do these things. No wonder I go to the gym or eat healthy or whatever, because it makes me feel so good. And then when you aren't doing it, you're like, I feel like crap. Well, it's not abnormal. It's not random, right? It's because you're not doing those things. You don't just do them for fun. I mean, maybe for fun because they can be fun, but you're doing them because they literally keep you sane, right? And that's the point. And so going back to what am I not doing that I know I should be doing will always help. And that starts with identifying, holy cow, I'm overwhelmed, right? There's so much on my mind. There's so much on my plate. Literally get it off your mind and get it on a piece of paper, or get it on your phone, or speak it into your notes app, whatever it is. If you can get it off of your chest and off your brain, you will feel so much lighter. And I promise, it sounds funny, but it's so true. And then divvy it up. So divvy it up by day. If you're someone who wants to go down to the hour, which I've realized I need to start doing, when I wake up, The first 30 minutes are for like my meditation, making my bed, my skincare, brushing my teeth, yada, yada. And then I give myself another 30 minutes to do one task, like unload the dishwasher or load it or do my laundry or pick up something or, whatever household task I need to do, I will do that. Then I'll have my breakfast. And then when I clock into work, I'm like, okay, for the first hour, I need to do deep cognitive tasks because I have the most energy right now. I have the most creativity right now. So I'm going to dive into that. And then, maybe I'm going to take calls for a couple hours. And then maybe I'm going to do some client programming. Then maybe I'm going to film for the pod and I have like creative hour again, whatever it is. And you can time block yourself. This is a game changer because when I don't do that and I'm all over the place and I'm running from one thing to the next, I legit feel like a squirrel. I feel like a chicken with my head cut off and I feel overwhelmed because I have no structure and I have no routine. And so this is me telling you guys, I've been working on this right now of restructuring my days and not just having calls every scattered about throughout my day. And in between calls, I have 15 minutes. Maybe I should go run to the post office as quick as I can or try to make this client's program or, oh my Lord, I'm stressing myself out talking about it. Because seriously, if you can just take the time to be like, okay, let's time block. What is going to make me my best self? Because again, at the end of the day, there is no Embody You without me. I don't show up how I want to on my calls or in my community when I'm not taking care of myself and it's not fun. But what's fun is when you show up to work and you feel really good and you get on a call and you're like, I'm electric. I feel amazing, right? And you're sharing and you're calling your family and you're like, let's go do this, friends. Like, what's up this weekend? Because you're taking care of yourself. And I know you guys have all felt that. And that should be such a driving factor in why this can change. And that can be your motivator of why you're going to allow yourself to actually get ahead of it this time and set aside the 15 minutes to plan it out. I tell our girls this with their meals too, but I'm like, if you've got 15 minutes or an hour, instead of running to do that workout, just plan your meals for the week. Meal prep. Take it initiative to set yourself up for success so you're not scrambling last minute, trying to track, trying to figure out what should I eat. You have nothing ready and you just go through a drive-through. You are preparing to fail by not preparing to succeed. You are always setting yourself up for failure if you are not setting yourself up for success. So in order to do that, we need to have some planning. We need to have some structure. We need to be proactive of what is my future self really going to need when I know I'm going to be running all amok. Probably be nice to have like my dinner ready for me or at least ingredient prepping, which we will always say saved our life and Embody You. We're not meal preppers. We don't like put everything in one container. We just will like have our veggies chopped up and washed or, have our meat, ground turkey or ground beef made up and ready and just to throw it all together. So do that. Have it ready because then dinner takes you 5 minutes, not 50 every day. So doing those things will make your life so much easier and it's going to help with the overwhelm. And I feel like I need to do some breathing after this because just seriously, just talking about this, I'm like, oh my God, time to declutter your brain, declutter your environment and set yourself up to feel relaxed. And instead of asking yourself, how much can I get done? Ask yourself, how calm can I be while I do this? How calm can I be while I unload this dishwasher versus I've got 7 minutes. How much can I get done? It will change your life. It will change your nervous system. It will change your overwhelm. It will change your body composition. It will change your energy. Promise. Your nervous system is the driver of all of this. And if you can regulate it, get out of fight or flight and not be so controlled by overwhelm, you will feel better. And those are my handy dandy tips. And those are the ways that you're going to get out of it. And I'm not going to take up a lot of your time this week because I know you're going to take the rest of this time that, the pod could have been another 15 minutes and actually take this time to write it down and send it to me for bonus points or for some accountability. Even if we've never talked. Hey, Annette, I made my accountability list or I made my power list. Do it. I'll celebrate with you, right? In order to be successful, we need to be surrounded by people, right? I didn't get this far alone. You didn't get this far alone. And so leaning on each other, being there for each other will always get us further because we are so much stronger together, as we all know. So go make your list, go do your brain dump, take your shower, clean your environment. And from the teacher in me to the teacher in all of you, thank you so much for being here with me today. I will see you next week.